The title is The Monuments Men and the National Gallery of Art Behind the History. The Monuments Men were, of course, real young men and some women who were in the military. They were real people. We are going to put in the display objects, original photographs, other materials that are intended to bring the story to life. So we have in there one of the original World War II era photographs of Lamont Moore in his flak helmet and jacket. Well, he was the curator of education here at the National Gallery before going off to war. It's almost an iconic photograph this is Frederick Hart, who was one of the Monuments Men, and this is an antique head that he saved in Livorno. He was sent there because of reports of looting. He saved this head. It's on his Jeep, Lucky 13. This is just this wonderfully symbolic image of what was happening. It was an effort that went from the very highest levels of our government, from President Roosevelt, down to these plucky, young, highly trained museum guys who, in another generation, you wonder if they'd ever have joined the military, but they did. They were volunteers. They served in other branches of the service before being called to work with the MFAA. They actually called it first aid for endangered cultural objects that were in the field. And they also, after the war ended in Germany, as the Army was discovering these extraordinary deposits of looted treasures, that they had the responsibility of protecting them, bringing them to safety, inventorying them, and eventually getting them back to rightful owners.
While we must and will win this war, we should also remember the high price that will be paid if the very foundation of modern society is destroyed.
So our delight with this film is that it brings the opportunity to give attention to what otherwise sounds like a rather boring and bureaucratic story.